Welcome to News 8's Best of 2011 Reported. I'm Chris Velarde, and the next 30 minutes really are all about you. The best of your pictures, your videos, your stories. Our reported feature took off in 2011, and what a year it's been. You've shared it all, from breaking news to the lighter stuff, the lighter moments. We've got quite a collection here. And without a doubt, nothing filled up the reported inbox like wild weather.
Mother Nature started bullying Connecticut from the moment 2011 began. It started in January with the snow. Not just a little snow, not just flurries, a lot of snow. And you filled up the reported inbox with pictures of covered cars and buried deck furniture. Pictures of plow trucks and fire trucks and mounds of snow piling up on streets and roofs. Some of you showed off your creative side, from snow sculptures to cool snow forts. But as the winter wore on, the snow didn't stop. And that created a big problem, especially the stuff accumulating on the roof. Many of you climbed up there with shovels, trying to get rid of it, and you sent us plenty of pictures of that. You also sent us plenty of pictures from Middletown, from Meriden and Milford, from Trumbull and Wethersfield and Waterbury, of what happened when the weight of the snow got to be too much. By the end of the season, we'd all had enough. When spring finally arrived, all that melting snow had to go somewhere, and that meant flooding all over Connecticut. We got a lot of pictures from the valley, in particular, places like Oxford and Naugatuck, Southbury, even Danbury. The rising water rushed in and couldn't be stopped. Where there had been grass, there was water. Where there had been a parking lot, there was water. Where there was a highway or a side road, now there was water. Cars got stuck, things were a mess, and this was just a preview of what was to come in 2011. Storms of a different kind started rolling in June. Look at these clouds from Watertown and Torrington. This is that system that spun off a tornado just over the border in Massachusetts. We fortunately dodged that bullet, but we did get dark skies, lightning, hail, handfuls of hail in some cases, and plenty of downed trees.
There it goes. All right, let's clear out.
Then we got Irene. The tropical storm hammered the state on August 28th. You sent us unbelievable video and pictures as the storm hit, as the waves pounded the shoreline, and as water rose over the banks of the rivers inland. And you shared heartbreaking scenes of devastation, some of the worst from East Haven's Cozy Beach. Once again, the reported inbox filled up with pictures showcasing weather's power. During and after, your photos helped us tell the story of this storm. So much rain and so much wind, and it came so quickly. Irene may not have been a hurricane anymore when she hammered Connecticut, but she was plenty strong enough, leaving entire communities feeling cut off. But as you waited for the power to come back on, some of you for more than a week, you showed us signs of resiliency, like these neighbors in Milford getting together for a community dinner. All that weather, that'd be plenty for 1 year, but wait, there's more. Mother Nature's pre-Halloween trick, the autumn nor'easter. Once again, you filled up the reported inbox with some fantastic pictures. Some, like these, were beautiful, seemingly peaceful, snow-coated scenes. But with trees down, on cars and on roads, on houses and on power lines, many of your shots showed us why, once again, a lot of people in Connecticut were about to spend several days in the dark, doing whatever they could to stay warm. And once again, we got a sense of your frustration, waiting and waiting for the power to come back on. That's not to say this past year's memorable weather was all bad, but we'll save more of these shots for a little later on in the show.
Now, the weather wasn't the only noisemaker in 2011. With your cell phones, your smartphones, your cameras, your video recorders handy, you've captured some of the most dramatic moments in news as well. When you found yourself in the middle of it, you knew how to report it.
Some of the most dramatic images we see in the reported inbox week after week come from fire scenes. Whether it's video like this from Old Saybrook, shot December 10th, or photographs like this one from Norwich, or this shot from Lisbon, or this one snapped by Kevin at a business in Naugatuck. In 2011, your pictures helped us tell the stories, capturing those moments of chaos and those moments of calm under pressure. And you didn't just shoot buildings on fire. We saw our share of car fires, too. We got shots from all over the state, and each time we held our breath, hoping the driver and any passengers got out safely. We also saw cars scoot onto sidewalks, this is in New Haven at the library, and pummel front porches. We saw some slam into stores, others sink into the sound. Just about every week, we got shots of cars that spun out, cars that flipped over on their sides or on their roofs. Trucks tipped too, and you were there to capture the scene and sometimes the cleanup. We saw this more than once. Stuck trucks, too tall to get under a bridge. And let's face it, when this kind of thing happens, the results are never good. They're never good for the truck or for the bridge. And we got a few pictures when this truck jackknifed on 95 in East Haven. We also saw plenty of pictures of planes, trains, and even a few boats.
When will you be paying these people? What you've done is fraud. It's illegal.
That's News 8's Annie Rourke confronting one of the owners of a New Haven restaurant, which closed abruptly without paying its workers. And these are the workers who used Report It to let us know about it. We had their backs thanks to Report It. It's a great tool for letting us know what's going on. Ever been taken off a Metro North train during an evacuation for a police investigation? Report it, like Susan did. Spot some potholes that you'd like to see filled? Report it. We get all types of news in the reported inbox, like a cool perspective of this police protest, maybe a chance to talk about the issues with the governor at a town hall meeting, or a union rally to support brothers and sisters in another state. Remember when the DMV made some changes? Greg and Larry won't forget. They got stuck in a long line one Saturday morning, and they took and sent us some pictures. Remember when gas prices were crazy high? We got this picture from Stamford. There were some car break-ins in Hamden. Manny sent us a picture of what happened to his car. Orlando was annoyed about the trash piling up on Forbes Avenue in New Haven. Let us know about it. And we got this shot of the Occupy protesters in New Haven from Tony. At News 8, news is in our name. And with Report It, you have become a very valuable part of the team.
Still to come here, more snapshots in time from cities and towns across Connecticut. Plus, a closer look at the sweet, sometimes funny side of family as we focus on the children and grandchildren in our lives. Whether we're celebrating a holiday or supporting a great cause, we value coming together as a community, growing our extended families, our circle of friends. Supporting one another can be very important, particularly when times are tough. Many of you captured these moments, showing off the true spirit and meaning of community.
Fundraisers, festivals, fireworks. These are the kind of things that bring us together. And these are the gatherings you share with us each week in the reported inbox. Take the Daffodil Fest in Merredin's Hubbard Park. It's a big event every year. Huge crowds gather at the end of April to hear live music, sample the food, and, of course, check out the bright yellow stars at the show. If you can have a fest for flowers, you can have one for food. And in New Haven, no food deserves that more than pizza. People line up for the annual Pizza Fest on the Green to grab a slice and have a little fun, raise some money for a good cause. We certainly have plenty of chances to walk or run off that pizza and support some great causes at the same time. We love pictures like this: the orange-clad G Team at the Walk MS, Team Chase at the March of Dimes Walk, and Tommy's Misfits at the ALS Walk. Mike sent us this shot from the Lupus Walk, and we got this one from a walk for pancreatic cancer. Speaking of the fight against cancer, in October, the reported inbox took on a pinkish hue. Breast Cancer Awareness Month meant walkers and motorcycle riders wearing pink. It meant pink firefighters. Even a pink oil truck pledging a donation for every delivery. We also saw people come together to support one another on and around 9/11. You sent us photos from all over the state of ceremonies and tributes. We saw flags proudly displayed, huge flags hanging from the outstretched ladders of fire trucks, and fields of flags covering the ground. And we heard time and time again about how important it is to make sure future generations understand what these tributes mean. The 10th anniversary of 9/11 was just one of the many times we paused to thank those who served. In 2011, you used Reported to show us people packing care boxes for the troops and others rebuilding houses. We got a shot when the State Veterans Hall of Fame welcomed new members, and one from the reunion of the 416th Bomb Group in Windsor Locks. You also sent us some great shots of bombs bursting in air. Fireworks aren't always easy to photograph, but through Reported, you showed us some really nice pictures. Reported allows our viewers to share all kinds of stories that bring people together, from volunteers building a playground to firefighters visiting a school. Proud parents sent us pictures of champion cheerleaders from Ansonia, Madison, and Milford. We got a shot of a winning Little League team from Seymour, and a look at some inspiring Special Olympians. And over the last few weeks, you've sent us great video and amazing pictures of the holidays. And you captured it all, sharing with us not just the sights and in some cases sounds, but also the spirit of the season. And reminding us there is really something special about this time of year.
Now, whether you're a parent or a grandparent, an aunt or an uncle, you probably find yourself taking a lot of pictures of kids, and we definitely see that week after week in the Reported inbox. And what better way to capture the wonder, excitement of a moment, and the imagination in all of us.
They are a wonder. Kids wrap us around their fingers from the moment they're born. Their innocent take on the world around them is contagious, from the very first steps to the very first apple pick. Your Reported pictures captured such moments, both funny and sweet, and allowed us to take News 8 viewers along for the ride. Children, no matter what age, have a style about them that's hard to match. They're whimsical, creative, as many of you have discovered. The holidays are really a perfect time to showcase some of the best of what you shared with us. From Flag Day to Thanksgiving, your pictures keep us laughing, sparking memories, and creating new ones. Halloween is always a big hit. Kids in costumes, you can't beat that. And come on, it's not just the kids who get into the holiday spirit. The whole family can join in on the fun. Just remember, the more pumpkins, the better. The Reported inbox really filled up during this latest holiday season. Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas. You shared shots of what truly makes this time of year special. The spirit of togetherness and family. Recording memories to pass down from generation to generation. All in good fun. And all kinds of fun, from a jump into the leaves to a leisurely trip to the beach. You and the kids sometimes brave the elements to get the treasured shot. Some more happy to oblige than others. We like to talk about the weather and photograph it too, especially when the kids are playing. Record-breaking storms didn't scare the tots away, and it's easy to see why. Snow may seem like a chore for some, but for children of any age, really, it's an excuse just to have a blast. And you can bet the next time the snow falls, these tiny troopers will venture outside again. Let's face it, kids are out there doing what kids do, whatever the weather: adventure, sports, and community. And we know you'll continue to report it. Your shots capture the fun in competition, the thrill of victory, the sense of accomplishment and friendship that goes with being a kid. We appreciate that you share these moments with us so we can share them with our viewers. Because as we know, children grow up fast, quickly becoming the fine young men and women we know they can.
Coming up next, another popular feature, something we see quite a bit in the reported inbox, and that's animals, whether it's the pets or something else that may be invading your yard. We'll show you some of the animal kingdom up close and personal after this. Just like children, animals have a way of grabbing hold of our hearts and minds, and capturing these moments can be very difficult, as many of you know, but somehow you did, and you sent them to us, whether it was your pet or that uninvited backyard guest.
And those backyard guests were plentiful. Take the shy and elusive bobcat, captured by our viewers' keen eyes. Another of our friends here in Connecticut who always sparks interest, the bear. Here's a mom with her 2 cubs taking a daytime stroll. Just another example of wild animals living side by side with civilization. The deer, of course, no exception. Plentiful indeed. Viewers took every opportunity to snap a pic and share with all of us. Share you did. News 8 viewers took to the water to see wildlife take to the air. Flocks in mid-flight. Weather never a deterrent for the birds, or apparently for the photographers. You found winged animals in their natural element, with predatory birds often taking center stage. Silent, ever watchful, pepper the landscape, and you found a way to capture it all. From the unusual to the commonplace. These animals all telling a story that unfolds daily in our backyards. The lens telling other stories as well, focusing on the animals that play a special role in our own lives. Shots that picture life on the family farm, or maybe in the family kitchen. Cats and dogs really take the cake, though, for the most animal snapshots we see pouring in. We get those majestic poses of man's best friend, and we get the more pampered look for our 4-pawed companions. They understand what the good life means. I mean, look at this. Check these lucky puppies out. And let's not forget, life's pretty good for our feline friends as well. But our beloved pets give a lot back in return, too. Whether you're celebrating Cinco de Mayo or Easter Sunday, our devoted animals are often the first to play along for those holiday photo ops. Especially Christmas. Oh boy, you showed us plenty of pets jumping, at least we think they were jumping, at the opportunity to be just like Santa or maybe one of his reindeer. There's no shortage here of holiday cheer as a wide range of family pets shine in the spotlight. And although some may have gotten a little lost along the way, all seem to join in the holiday spirit, as did you with your photographic insight. That insight, of course, the key to capturing so many stories, tales of whimsy and some touching in nature, both haunting and simplistic in beauty, moments of majesty caught for us in time.
From the dramatic to the fascinating, your cameras, your cell phones have captured pretty much everything, every slice of life here in Connecticut. Sometimes, though, it's the lighter moments that offer the beauty that resonates the most. Take a look.
You never know what you're going to see day in and day out in Connecticut. Fortunately for us, you always seem to have your cell phones and cameras ready. So we've seen just about everything in the reported inbox. A hot dog on the highway? We've seen that, thanks to Greg. An open-air banana barreling down 95? Check. A rather unfortunate school zone misspelling. You bet. Even a couple with a stormtrooper wedding party. May the force be with them. Yeah, at times it's kind of random. Shane caught a huge lobster. These girls got up early, had some tea and pastries, and watched the royal wedding. Evan saw a house being built out of shipping containers. And this guy showed us how he cooled off on Memorial Day. Some of you used Report It to show off your sense of humor, whether it was the damage Carlos had to clean up after this summer's earthquake, or Lillian's creative use of the pre-Halloween snow from the autumn nor'easter. You shared some fun transformations too, like this papier-mâché dinosaur created by some school kids, and this very stylish makeover of the teacher's lounge at the Davenport Ridge School. We loved Selena's Father's Day gift. These creative candy canes, this clever, romantic use of Christmas lights, and a very festive T-Rex in Oakdale. But day after day, week after week, we are truly blown away by the beautiful pictures you send us morning, noon, and night from around Connecticut. Take this shot from Lisa in Colchester. She wrote that this is why she walks in the morning. We joke around here. We say we should put together a calendar. Well, one viewer actually suggested a coffee table book. Not a bad idea. In the meantime, I've said enough. I'm going to let the pictures do the talking.
2011 may be coming to a close now, but the reported feature is still going strong, in fact, getting stronger. You've witnessed the amazing scene. Viewers like you have just captured all of these things. And if you haven't tried it yet, it's pretty easy to do. All you have to do is log on to the reported icon on WTNH.com and send us your pictures and videos. If you have a smartphone, there's a button right on the News 8 app. Let's make 2012 even more vibrant with the stories and pictures that make Connecticut so unique. That'll do it for tonight. Thanks for joining us for the 2011 Best of Reported Special. I'm Chris Velarde, and we'll leave you with some more of those sights and sounds that made Connecticut what it was in 2011.